Hello guys, my name is Yoshi. I am back with my 100% and playthrough of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition for Nintendo Switch. In the last video, we finished off one of the, if not the most trolliest builds in the entire game, Cucco's Fury, completely A-ranked. Now we need to A-rank this again, the other challenges that the regular characters can do, but with every single character at least once. Okay, thank goodness the game actually lets us pick our character, otherwise I don't know what I would do. So, the reason why I wanted this, and I thought it was so important, is I joked that I would show off all the unique weapons. Well, this is where I'm gonna do it. This is literally where I'm going to do it. That means we are going to be switching weapons if a character has more than one weapon. The only difference will be if a character does not have a weapon, they will not switch. I will also be showing off the victory screen for for anybody who hasn't seen them yet. But anyways, now we get to see the weird and wacky roll in the challenge battles. Oh yeah, I still have Dark Rainbow. I'm gonna keep it on, honestly. At least for this battle. We can change it in between battles though, so I can also show off some of his other costumes. Alright. So, what is running battle anyways? It's mostly just a weird series of challenges. Basically, you have to defeat the enemies surrounding the Deku Tree, and then actually a series of dark also here. Then basically we have a certain amount of time to do certain challenges. Most of these challenges could be somewhat cheesed for the use of either really strong hunters or strong magic. If you set up Magic Fountain, you can pretty much clear most of the challenge immediately. But first I'll show you what it's like without specials first. Just to show you how long it would take normally, and then I'll show you how easy it is to do with the extra rank. My only worry with this mode is because I have not done it a lot, I don't know how to exactly get S rank. I did find it had a surprisingly high level cap the first time I did it. When I was trying to do well, it was quite tricky. Okay, this is taking a bit longer than I expected. Oh, they finally received reinforcements. That's what I was actually waiting for. Reinforcements to appear. Alright, now let's use a special with this weapon at least once. It's a pretty strong special. Actually, goes pretty far. By the way, the actual time they say for A rank is very, very, very fake. I think you actually just need to do like the whole thing in like 10 minutes normally. It matters not what your times are in these missions. There we go. That was weird. It said defeat 500 enemies in 5 minutes, but it didn't count it. That's weird. That did out a lot. Okay, I did earn an A rank anyway, though. So cool. Oh, I guess it doesn't count the other things we take out here. But yes, we're pretty much just gonna have to defeat all the enemies surrounding the Deku Tree here. Now we need to pay attention. Yeah, see, like, this one we can't just go around slapping enemies anymore. We have to defeat enemies with special attacks. Okay, well, Special Fountain will come in very handy here to make it a little bit easier to the special attack moves. Still only 18 though. There's not nearly as many enemies as there should be. Good thing we have this, otherwise it would be really tough to do in a good amount of time. As you might have guessed, some characters will have more problems doing this than others. It's hard to know exactly how many will mean. Alright. Oh, cool. Well, we cut out massive amount of troops there. That helped out a lot. Hopefully this is the last time we have to do the special attack challenge, because this is really not what I expected to have to face this early. I do remember you having to do different challenges for different areas. I just didn't think this was one of them. That might be tricky. So this will probably be more tougher depending on how their specials are. But we still earned an A rank, so we're fine for now. Yes, you can get one B rank or something and I think still be fine, in case anyone's wondering. Otherwise though, first battle more unique than anything really. It's pretty simple honestly. Just defeat an enemy surrounding the Great Deku Tree, and then at some point, a challenge will begin, at which point you have to actually do stuff. Oh, this is the Focus Spirit challenge. Okay, so each character has to use Focus Spirit anyways in this battle, so that's fine. I was gonna show that off anyway, so now we get to do that. This is the spot where you want to use your Spirit Plus. Without this, it would be pretty tough, actually. The only annoying part is we can't use our specials, but we can use our regular attacks to do this a lot faster. I think now we get the... Oh, that's right, we were still trying to lock a skill on this turn. Now we've done 1,000 troops overall throughout the entire mission. Got about half done that focus here, and now we'll get the rest of the half done in this focus here. Alright. Alright, good. We got it done. We'll try to use the Focus Spirit Smash on this last part, assuming we cannot use it during the last battle. Oh wow, they just automatically appear, you don't have to... Oh, now we actually do the full battle. Okay, now we actually do the final battle, and it's more like the traditional game instead. So now we have to defeat Rizro. So that's what the other special thing. Okay, we got rid of Rizro pretty quickly. I actually don't know if the amount of kills you do matters for A rank. If I'm worried, honestly, I should probably just do this effect one time, which is this right here. And get up to, it's usually 1600 mils we need for these kinds of things. It's the last one near Volga and see what happens. So yeah, mostly it's just defeating the enemy surrounding the Deku Tray, and it eventually leads to a normal battle towards the end where you have to do a mostly normal objective where we have to face Zell, two of which we've faced a bunch of times already throughout the whole game. My only wonder is how they will change if we are using one of them. That's interesting. That would be very interesting. So, anyway, that first battle was more tedious than hard. You just had to go around doing all sorts of enemies and stuff. I'll try to show off... Oop, excuse me. That was the wrong area. I was trying to press plus there. Oh, darn it, my habit made me skip it anyway. Okay, now someone's gonna really panic, probably. Say what happened. Sorry, that also sounded kind of loud, but like, believe me, I do want to show off those victory screens. Whoops. Let's not have that happen again. I think how we still have to sell stuff even near the end of the game. At this point, we're pretty much just getting it all the way down to 20. That way that we don't have to sell a few extra times. Okay, we did get the A rank there, thank goodness. It also tells us which weapon we used for it, which is cool. Alright, now we do Rush Battle. Now we use the Great Fairy. This one I'll try to show off, hopefully, a bit more. This is the strongest one. Let's use this one here. I have no idea what most of these battles are. Oh yeah, no wait, this is more like... This rush battle is actually a fake rush battle. It's more actually like the different stuff instead. That makes sense. Alright. I like how the fairy also appears darkened to this, which is really weird. Alright. I didn't even know that could happen. Come to think of it, maybe keeping this costume looks cooler than I expected. Alright. We'll just do 2 magics naturally and see what happens. Alright. is, well, are you gonna actually behave or not? If he's not gonna behave, then that's probably actually the perfect time to do the smash. So you know what? Let's use it now. There we go. Good. Alright. Nundle is just not behaving today. We can use this time to do the special. Start basically slamming the moon down. What? Missed completely. I didn't know that could happen. Now it should have worked. Oh, almost didn't work fully. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. More enemies to he's reappeared. Let's do this one more time. So, as you have noticed, Link is normally trapped in a special bottle for the duration of this. But for some special attacks, Link will briefly do different stuff during certain attacks. Some have them team up, some just have the Greek do all the work instead. Not gonna lie, if I want to pick a favorite attack for the Great Fairy to use, it's either this one, or probably more importantly, this other one. Oh, okay, here's a good group of enemies we can use today. It's this one. She rains giant bombs, but then the ending is just like she just sits on the enemies. Oh, it's so hilarious to watch. Alright, anyway. Let's use some more attacks to him. Not sure if she can get hit during the specials. It seems like she moves around a lot. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get near any Chusas, but it's fine. Okay, there we go. I don't think I need to use any more specials. We're good for now. They do somewhat slow down your pacing a bit and do make it take longer. But yeah. As you might have guessed, Rush Battle is probably the by far simplest battle of all of Challenge Mode. It's actually probably the easiest one you can do, and can also serve as an alternate form of grinding, despite being a lot harder to grind on, and only really being for low-level characters, and still, in a way, almost being really hard to grind anyway. Keep in mind, the damage I'm dealing to these enemies is so little. This is what it's like with a strong weapon, so imagine what it would be like without it. Take forever, especially on level 1, although if you're worried, you could always just replay. Try and get a few levels, and then repeat until you get to the end. Otherwise, though, this is not really that hard of a battle to A-rank. It's basically just another defeat as many enemies as you can missions, or rack up your KO count missions in adventure mode. So it's basically that again, but it's always set on the first map with a 6-minute timer instead of a 10-minute timer, and it's a little bit faster than normal. Alright. Link says Great Fairy is making a good impression, huh? I don't know. I feel like the Great Fairy always makes a good first impression the first time people see her. Alright. Alright, there we go. Got this done. Not gonna lie, she actually looks quite cool in black. I never played this like this before. Alright, carefully do this. I just realized this is gonna look a little bit interesting with black. I didn't even know this happened. Usually, this is unchanged throughout different costumes, but that one actually looked a bit different. Of course, real talk, I don't think that's really the costume people wanted to see, and yeah, we did get an A rank off of that. There's only one costume I think people want to see more, and I'll tell you what I mean. Yeah, of course. We're gonna have to stick with the Postmaster uniform for the rest of these battles. I didn't think of doing it before, but I guess at least I got some cool shot out of it. By the way, I'm skipping Master Sword and Hylian Sword for now because they are basically identical in terms of victory animation, so I might actually put doing the Magic Rod as a priority over that. Keep in mind, though, I am doing every single one of these missions together, so this might actually be a longer video. I'm trying to test the waters. I have no idea how many are here, so we're just gonna do full of battles. One thing I did know is there's only 3 battles here, but a lot more battles in the actual challenge, but I have no idea how many. Okay, now this one is, again, just kind of a clone of the Ever maps. Like many other maps, this can be cheesed by just using the Focus Spirit trick, which of course we're not going to really do. Instead, we'll just use a normal Focus Spirit to try and defeat them and see what happens. By the way, forgive me if I miss certain animations. Some of these battles will probably take so long, I don't want to finish out. I might not get a chance to show off all the animations. I'm just trying to show off all the weapons mainly. Interestingly enough, these aren't set in the first area like the previous ones are. They instead always set in the cavern level at the time set up this time to defeat 800 enemies, which is actually more than normal. Normally it's probably the lowest amount you can see is anywhere from 400 to 500 enemies. Otherwise, it's basically identical to the other maps. Cool. Just enough to make the enemies respawn. That's what I was hoping to do. Let's quickly get rid of Rizro. And since there actually is a boss nearby, why not? Let's smash it down with the attack. There's no other better time to use it otherwise than smashing up bosses nice and get to show off a special attack animation there. Okay, I did not attack all the way. Still a bit. I want to take out the big guy so he's not in the way. He's not even attacking nearby. I'm not even close to being nearby. I don't know what chose him to just down, because I am not where nearby. But, yeah, whatever. Keep in mind, there are different smash animations for if you slash Manhandla versus any other boss in the game. Some bosses even have unique animations for getting smashed by certain weapons too, so showing them all off is probably going to be impossible for the most part, but if I show off the majority of what these weapons are capable, it'll be cool. Keep in mind, I am not going to be doing as much crazy weapon switching with the other characters. For the most part, it'll typically just be alternating between one weapon and the other, one weapon and the other, to just give both of them a little bit of uses here and there. Otherwise, I'm probably not going to really be doing much with them. Anyways, I said I was gonna do this no magic ever, and I'm gonna do it. Even if it hurts my clear time, I'll do it. At least with Link. Do not need Maggie to do these missions quickly. Because if I did use it, it's not allow me to show off the animations. Although I think with the other characters, maybe I'll pop later. That is a bit overkill there, I think, but whatever. I think we just really needed to put a ship there, I guess. I don't know if I should have done that though. I'm gonna have to use her next. Okay, that was pretty fast animation actually. Didn't take long at all. The reason why I'm showing it off like this is, if you were in the Wii U version, this actually legit is what you would have to do. Move around a bit, clear some troops, move around, clear a little bit, attack. And initially, I think they nerfed the clear time a bit. I think at one point, you had to do it in a game of 10 minutes. They buffed the time by like a whole 10 minutes in that mode, making it a lot easier to do in the Switch version, but in the original version it was actually much harder to do. Interesting, they still allow Link to spawn in this, so we get to fight ourselves now. Except we're using the more superior weapon type. He's still using the Hylian sword. He isn't standing chance, right? We're not gonna let this clone of us win. There we go. Alright. It's just shy of the pound we needed. To run down a lot farther now. We're actually getting somewhat tighter as we close to the A rank. We might have to go a bit faster. As you might have noticed, in some of the later battles, there's simply not enough time to clear all the giant bosses and still get the E rank. So you have to, at some point, whether or not you want to just farm the troops, or if you just want to take out the other enemies instead. Oh, that's a nice way to finish off a battle right there with a special attack to take out the remaining enemies. Alright. I also like how when you use this weapon, it's supposed to be a reference to the Chain Chomp, which is supposed to be a reference to Link's Awakening. Alright. He's kind of surprised. Strani is. Alright. And that's that. So yeah, we got A rank, of course, but these are pretty easy to do. The next ones will be a bit trickier. Because yeah, see, we already done that. Now we need to do boss challenge. This is where probably most of the challenge is going to come in. This one, we don't actually have a strong Stormy Eye, so we're using just a Pinna of Time instead, because it's a lot more attack power. It's 750, so this is another time where we are not going to be using a plus weapon. If I get around the spinner and end it, and there's still more battles to do, oh my goodness, not again. Starting to bleep out again. Hang on, give me a minute while I try and fix this. So in case you didn't know, OBS did the weird trick thing now. You know what's really funny though? I've gone through so many battles like this. Oh, how do we defeat 1,000 enemies in minutes when there's a lot of... Oh, I see. We have to defeat the giant bosses to make the reinforcements appear. Oh, that makes more sense. Super weird. Anyway, yeah, we're using the hearse, I guess, now. This is gonna be different. Also, I just realized those timers were actually 10 minutes, so they were like the original battle. But yeah. If anybody is wondering what happens, you want to know what's funny, is normally I have two monitors. One that shows my full screen gameplay, and another that shows my normal computer, but for some reason the monitor itself will go off randomly. What's even more hilarious though is whenever I play the game without OBS, everything is completely fine, and literally I never have the problem happen once that I can quite remember. Okay, so now instead of waiting the giant bosses, we actually want to kill them off, because that would give us a lot more troops to focus. So I think this one will be actually speed kill every single boss on the map. Should be easy enough to do with the right settings. Then we'll get more troops to appear. This time we were able to do this in one cycle. Look how we just land on top of him with opponent. That's such a cool attack. Okay, I am getting a little bit tired, and with 3 dials nearby. Oh, he cheated. There we go. Now we got him down. Okay, I think if I could defeat a good amount of these enemies, eventually more troops will appear. Now our goal is to defeat 1,000 enemies, but we can get more troops there as we defeat more reinforcements. It's kind of funny, instead of not doing any boss takeouts, now you actually want to take them out. The more you take out, the more troops that appear, although the limit of what you need to do is going to be important. But anyways, I think I've been messing around a lot with my time, so I guess I should just mention what's important. Normally when I am not recording, like I'm just playing my game normally, my monitor works just fine, but for some reason whenever it records, it just messes up for no apparent reason. But what I found, and I think that is an OBS exclusive problem, that either has to do with my cords being messed up, although to be fair, I perfectly checked them multiple times and they seem fine, so I'm starting to believe that this is only happening because my game is just really for some reason, or rather, app is somehow so buggy that when I try to record in OBS, it messes up, so I'm starting to believe it's actually OBS's fault that it happens. So, honestly, all that really happens is the pain on our side will freeze for a few minutes, though. It's not a big deal, but part of my worry is I think my computer's probably getting very old by now. I still am using a Windows 10 computer, by the way. There, I said it. I'm actually quite far behind the computer setup, so that could be another reason why it's messing up so bad. So, at some point, you might not see a few videos recorded, but that will be only because I am trying to change to a new computer. Once we do, however, it'll be perfectly fine again, and I promise everything will be good again. Considering how much you wide opponent, by the way, in Twilight Princess, this actually is quite fitting. And ending with the Postmaster uniform, I will admit. Pretty cool, actually, and funny. That actually just barely works just right. Alright. Well, that was a lot faster than the last battle. We didn't have to take as long. So you only had to defeat 1,000 enemies. That was pretty easy, and now we should get a new battle here. to defeat 50 other enemies. Oh, there's also a new type of battle called Brave Battle Level 1. Let's do that. Let's see here. Okay, we need a spinner for this. Which one is better? I honestly don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna go for this particular version. It's wise, it has a lot of attack power, and if I could somehow take out 5,000 enemies with it, I'll get some skills unlocked on it while we're seeing it. But yeah. Anyways, I figured I would be doing this switch for Link a lot, because, yeah. Link has a lot of weapons. Anyways, in that time that battle happened, that one was pretty easy. Now we have Brave Battle. I have no idea what this is gonna be. Oh, this one, oh, this is like the timer one again, but it's typically just defeat enemies until time runs out. So it's again another alternate version of the defeat all of the enemy missions. Seems like we found a really good spammable combo with this weapon. Can we even guard with this weapon? Okay, we can. I just for some reason wasn't doing it. Not a lot of people know you can even guard. It's kind of tricky to do, honestly. Alright. So that means we have to defeat a certain amount of... What does defeating the item transporter do in this battle? Didn't really give us anything there. So I think the reason why they call it a boss battle area, because we have to face a lot of the bosses that we encountered as far up to this point. Which is cool. That's like a really funny animation there, I just saw. Alright. That's nice. I called the was made to be more of like a different kind of weapon, yet they both this and the spinner seem like they come straight from Twilight Princess. I guess to be fair, this game did originally release on the Wii U, and Princess was on. This was a major weapon in Twilight Princess, so I guess it makes logical sense, all things considered. Well, I was trying to get him right away, but it's happening. Oh, I Am Thief's actually going to be pretty tricky to deal with now in this game. Considering I'm supposed to use our items to actually destroy enemy bosses, it'll be tricky if we lose even a single item. Then that's important. That was close. He almost got us with a quick attack. Some enemies have weird ways they hit you too, so it'll seem like they don't hit you at all, and then they'll just be like, "What? How did that guy hit me?" Kind of awkward when that happens. Okay. So we didn't really get our magic to last a really long time. Oh my gosh, stop rolling, please. It's the worst when he does that attack, because then he moves back farther every time. It just makes it more annoying. We're gonna magic him down while we're going through this time. Maybe the extra speed from this will allow me to barely take him out. Yeah. Worked, just as I expected. Okay, now we have more enemies to defeat for once. So yeah, in the end, this is just another one of these written missions. Defeat the enemies until time runs out, they just change who appears, start, and they made it slightly tougher by making more giant bosses appear earlier on. So a lot of how you do these missions will be based off of how strong characters are. Not gonna lie, I'm not sure if going through the full challenge is as easy as I thought. Depending on how long it is, we might have to do this in 2 parts. For now, I could probably just say, I'll do all of the missions, and if the timer ends up being longer than 2, we can split it evenly 50-50 and record it that way, so it'll all look like one video. And then we'll do other stuff. So, unlike the other version where bosses stop spawning, there's more and more bosses that appear as you play through more. So it only gets more tedious as it goes through. Looks like I wasn't able to guard that attack there. Alright. By the way, as I play through Link more and more, the fact that he has so many freaking weapons is just ridiculous. It's kind of funny that of all the characters, they couldn't give other characters unique weapons from like even the other maps, but yet Link gets so many unique weapons, it looks ridiculously crazy. Alright, well. These are just the transport things, but we'll still take them out nonetheless. Okay, there we go. Magic up with this should get us a lot more points overall. Hey, what are you doing, Goma? I'm right here. Smash your person if you're not attacking me right away. There you go. Hey. I think he recognized me, so he gave me the attack I wanted. Oh, goodness. Alright. We should get even more enemies to show up. Alright. Now, defeat all the Gumas cause more enemies to appear. I was just in time for the attack too, so now we're gonna get a whole ton of enemies coming towards us. Let's actually see how many we can defeat with one Cobra Spirit for the last part. This is a really wacky weapon, I would say. You move around really fast when you have this. That's a good area to attack, I would say. Okay, we're doing pretty well, actually, making our magic up. We've done pretty well so far. I hope you don't like boredom. I hope you don't like the same battle setups over and over again, or rather don't mind these challenge battles, people, because Since we're gonna be doing this a bunch of times, it's literally just gonna be the same repetition over and over again. It'll get essentially funny once we start using the same character only as one weapon. I think me doing this solo at first is mostly just to make it more interesting. But yeah, not much to say in Brave Battle Level 1, literally the exact same as previous rounds. They might actually update how many rounds you need for later maps, but that doesn't seem to be much of an issue. Come to think of it, yeah, I will just go ahead and do this all in one episode, but I might the video into 2 parts depending on what happens. We'll see. Also, whatever that issue I had for some reason seems to be fixed now. I don't know why. Sometimes I just have to move things around a bit and it fixes it. Because it seems to be on my side, but also it doesn't really work well. Oh, survival battle. Let's see what this is like. So this is gonna be like just the other battles again, right? Alright. Have an idea. If I can show off the magic rod setup, I will not change with rank just for the purposes of getting this done faster. I instead just use Master Sword to show you how broken it can go through the maps. That's normally what I would normally use in these maps. I'm just showing off that you don't need them. You can use other weapons and you'll be fine. I do want to show off Master Sword at least once, however. Knowing this part, there's probably going to be 10 unique battles to do, unfortunately. Okay, so yeah, this is literally the assassin battle all over again. But now it's on land instead of the boss, so it's a lot more different. Might actually be easier though, because you can dodge attacks a lot more easier as your main character than you can a boss with big ginormous hitboxes. Although you still have the advantage of that both Ganon and Cucco have really good attacks that the right setup can still destroy bosses. I will say though, defeating the bosses overall will probably be a lot easier with just using the main characters, and as how they can the enemies pretty easily normally anyway. I really do not want to show off a lot of stuff. So once the end defeated, and like the assassins as well, probably be done. Do it soon else. Not gonna lie, I'm very surprised that I was able to finally get a good majority of this done. I guess if anybody was wondering, I keep saying a blind playthrough, well, you can call this part a blind playthrough if you want. I have literally no idea what I'm doing. This is my first time doing these kinds of missions. But from the looks of it, these seem to be basic clones of what you do in Ganon's Fury. It's just, you need them on foot instead, but they are a lot easier. Because, yeah, your characters can avoid attacks a lot more easy, and you have multiple options to defeat the enemies. It's the as where it's a lot harder, because you have a bigger hitbox, so your attacks are harder to avoid overall. And he faked us out. Sometimes I'll do that, I'll just decide not to decide do this and decide not to open this half at all. Attack. That's a really long attack. I think just doing this is probably better. She finally stopped. So that's how the bait trick should work. There's not gonna be one assassin side, I will know that much. Okay. Okay, so this is just what I thought from the first game. So we have to defeat all the assassins, but we are once again not allowed to heal. So it's basically exactly like the other stuff. I like our transport tubes can be used. It seems like they're not nearly as powerful as they should be. And again, they are a lot weaker in this now, so yeah. A lot more dodging than usual has to be done to make it through these battles. We can't just hit us, we need to defeat them quickly. Using magic for like this quickly is probably not smart until you absolutely need to do it. Hey, at least this time we have to face normal units. Otherwise, captains. We're facing Rudo right now. Well, at 255 they seem to be pretty easy maps so far. I think there's probably a higher one that we still don't know about. And yes, I did say I was determined to get all this done, so even if it means going a little bit later than expected, I will do this for the purposes of checking the challenge out. Let that determine whether or not I should do it in one video or not. I think for most people it'll probably be more watchable if I do it in 2 parts, but who knows. The only problem is splitting up a party evenly into 2 segments can be quite tricky. Sure if I should do that or not, actually. It might be easier to just keep it all into one video anyway. My biggest worry is if it was more than 2 hours, it might take a longer time to upload than normal videos overall. Could be tricky. Oh, we have another divider. As if we haven't seen enough of these already. Hang on, don't attack me right away. These enemies are actually a lot more tougher to defeat as Panther, because you cannot stun lock knock them back like your always. So they'll just randomly have super armor inside me. Yeah, beta fed. I should have been off of the flame weapon already, by the way, but I haven't been able to with it yet. Mainly because skipped the animation. So basically finishing ourselves by watching this a second time. Because we skipped it the first time, so we're watching it the second time instead. Honestly, don't know how much rooms you need in these valves. Like I said, all this will be completely new to me. I assure you though, I could probably get a good amount by just saving my focus sphere and every set, so just use fairy magic this time. That works. Alright. Marksman Embla is behaving properly this time. Alright. That's the second assassin's got taken care of. Should be one more, and it'll be it. There we go. Alright. Oh, this is different. I like that the music change. This is the Ganondorf theme from the first few maps that he uses. That's cool. I haven't heard this theme in a very, very long time. Okay. I'm gonna hope that 2K is enough for the most part. We'll have to figure out this as we go along. We have plenty of time to do so, though. There's many characters we still have to do. Interesting. We didn't, because we had so much magic, we didn't have to do anything else. Oh my gosh. No, please. What you're supposed to do. Oh, what? Oh, he's interesting. It can't be the other enemies. This is different. What do I even do anymore? He literally wouldn't take my bomb. Oh, I see what it is, man. This particular version of the non-violent dart is just giving super duper armor, so it cannot be knocked down by Focus Spirit. It probably cannot be knocked down by Extreme Crush either. So the game is starting to recognize that we're using cheesy strategies, and it's like, no, you're not going to do this. They're gonna make this somewhat tougher. So we actually had to avoid his attacks for a bit. Now we would have shown this off, I think, once maybe during the Legend Roll playthrough at one point, but just in case I missed it, I wanted to show it off again. Some of these victory themes are pretty cool after all. Alright, well, since I do want to kind of see you on this, we're gonna try and just do the rest with Master Sword. The Hylian Sword is literally the same as Master Sword, just weaker. So I guess we'll keep doing these in the linear order to see what happens. So 15 other enemies is next on the list according to what the game wants us to do. So let's do that next. We'll keep our same costume because, of course, I like the Postmaster's outfit a lot. And now you'll start to see what the Master Sword can really do. We've shown enough of the magic, I think, enough. So, other than showing the victory theme one more time, we are just going to go straight in now. So now we're going to go super ham here. Completely destroy all the bosses. We're going to... fast speed, we're going to try and Extreme Crush Goma right off the bat here. There we go. Immediately defeated one of them. One of them's gonna try and hit us through the wall there. I didn't even know they could just start that attack for the wall at all, let alone anything at all. Oh. No more Master Sword beam anyway. The only worry is because of the hearts not regenerating in the Ever Swap, we won't be able to use Master Sword beam for quite a while. Oh, jeez, that circle was a lot faster than I'm used to. There we go. Oh my gosh, he immediately attacked us right as we were doing the heal breakers. Of course they go on and cheat and do that. Okay, let's start doing this then. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a summoner. Oh, frick. We have to defeat him first, it looks like. He's not gonna reappear anymore, though. He's defeated now. For good. So this is pretty much all you do when you have Master Sword. You may have to just use this attack a few times and avoid stuff. Oh wow, because these are on opposite sides of the field, the two are trying to fight it out against each other instead. Oh, it's so cool. We hit two of them at the same time. If this works, I'm gonna be so surprised, dude. Okay, well that sort of did what I wanted. Okay, I don't really... I'm just gonna extreme crush this guy. I'll stop cheating. That happened for no reason. Okay. We'll just do this strat instead. I didn't have magic, so it went straight to Special Fountain instead, as I was out of attacks. So I don't actually want to Wii Fight Sash them together then. I might have to just take out Goma for the simple fact that she's literally right in my face right now. I can't have that happening on my watch. You do want to do the special usually after, by the way. If you don't do that, it's not very likely that you will get them taken out in one single attack. Alright, and now I'm just gonna magic the rest of this. I think we've showed off enough now. Now we're just gonna end the battle right now. Like I said, fairy magic is really broken. I will admit this mission at least requires a bit more effort due to having less troops at first. So you're forced to take out giant bosses first, but once you have enough, yeah, you can just take out and be fine. In fact, if you can use specials, or your character's really good at using specials to just double kill bosses, like Lana will be stupidly broken to do so soon. She'll be able to pretty much win these almost immediately. She can just Pain Crush, Special Fountain, and just spam specials to take out multiple bosses at once. Then all we have to do is switch to Magic Fountain, and yeah, it's done. So I guess maybe these battles won't last as long as I thought, but who knows. My worry is there's going to be a large number of battles to deal with. Okay. So, okay, it looks like we did get the A rank, so we're moving on to 2000 enemy land. But before that, we need to do Brave Battle level 2. Which is probably just the same boss rush again, just different. No, wait, I guess, no, there is no boss rush thing in this. Instead, we just have to survive for 9 minutes. So these are gonna be the longer battles by far, because you may have to survive up to 12 minutes. Yeah, see, like, right there. These missions are gonna make up the majority of the time. That and the survival ones. Just what I expected. Oh, we are new to that, so who knows what will happen. So perhaps I should use the easier battles to show off stuff, and then eventually I'll just magic through all these battles, because they seem like they'll take time if we don't do it. Okay, so this one we can take our sweet time. In fact, we probably don't want to use magic here, because it'll just cause more lag and make it take even longer. I think in Lily we just don't use any magic. Alright. That was mostly just to knock them both down so they wouldn't get in my way. I'm gonna focus on only one at a time now. So many yard rods. There's still another one that's right in my face. Oh, I think that's the one that we already did before. Who knows? Okay, there we go. I do feel like some of these missions might be really tough if we do not have the highest level, so that's another reason to get 255 early before coming here. Makes these missions much more easier. That's otherwise the only reason you would do it. You could probably beat this whole game in like 100 easily with the right setup. Or even lower, if you are interested in a challenge. Just expect to take longer than normal. Alright. Being all the hard rock should cause more enemies to appear. Yep. By the way, I'm lying. I should have used that to found at least once. I'm mostly worried about the ending, where I will lose a little bit of time if I go off in this cutscene, so I don't want that to ever happen. See, right as I'm trying to do this. Okay, at least you didn't take me back. I was just barely in time. No, it's not running. There we go. Got him down. So we pretty much have to put a lot more effort to do this. We just have to a lot more giant bosses more than usual. Hey, stop. Stop. Just attack it, please. Alright, there we go. There we go. Okay. Now we have to keep going for a bit. If there's a fair level of this is gonna be pretty tedious, and I think there might be. Who knows? Like I said, I have not done this enough, so I have no idea. Perhaps I should have focused on doing this challenge a lot sooner than I anticipated. I was considering stopping at one point after to show off this as a preview, but I figured saving it to the end will be better, honestly. As far as I know, I'm not sure how good these actually are for grinding experience. I think overall the tournament field map is still probably much faster than doing it this way. The big thing we can't do is we don't have level ups for healing anymore. That's the only thing. We can't just level up and have ourselves be healed to keep using the Master Sword's full power. Let's just knock him down sooner so we can take out of this game sooner. So yeah, they're pretty much just making us work for it more. Instead of only having a certain amount of bosses here, there's a lot more that you have to take on to take longer. And they up the time from 8 to 12 minutes as the thing goes on. I don't even know what the next one's gonna be like. So again, I don't really care about the timer right now. Hey, unless the thing bugs and I have to split it up into 2 parts, I will not do it for this first one, so I can get an idea of what they're set. If it ends up taking too long, well, I have to do only 1 character per week, because I only typically record 2 episodes each time, so I might have to do 1 character on like an hour and there a week. Ideally, though, I could probably do more than that. So for that reason, I might speed it up and say I might have a bit more videos recorded here. So it'll be 2 videos, but they'll be longer and we'll get 2 characters. So yeah, that could work. Oh, we have our full HP, I didn't even realize. Okay. Honestly, don't even know how many troops he wants you to do. For all we know, it could just be 1600 again. I'll probably change my guide to see what the rank requirements are, just so I make sure I don't miss any. Because having to do even one of these battles again would be really silly. Also, don't even know what you get for finishing these. Seems like. Alright. Alright. Except for showing off different characters, because these levels are basically the same every time once we get through them once. This is the part I feel like that's gonna have more repetition than any other part of this game, but to be fair, I did sign up for this 100%, so I figured I would do it at least once. I just realized I don't even need to hurt the heroes normally, I can just hit it from afar and get it done that way. Also realized we can get a lot of fiery air boss things by the end of this by just taking out boss each time it appears, so it can be good for materials if for some reason we missed any. But it's not reasonable enough that we should grind it all the time, after all. Materials you can get are limited. If anything, I feel like doing the Ganon's Fury and Cucco's Fury missions as soon as possible can be helpful, but only after you've gotten all the characters unlocked. I feel like percent route, you honestly don't want to go for all the bubble weapons right away, or I guess maybe you do, so you can get stronger weapons, and then just hope that you can get level 4+ weapons in from just doing Ganon's Fury and Cucco's Fury over and over again. Because you can get weapons for your other characters while doing those maps, so that would probably be the easiest way to find weapons. Although, keep in mind, if you're doing the strategy that I showed you before, where you can just have repeatedly die in survival valve level 3, or in the exact same way to basically just keep getting more that way. Nope, that was overkill again. It's already dead. I still decided to search him anyway, because the king wants us to be cool, I guess. I don't even know what to say anymore. You can tell I've been quite into this game, but honestly, I have to keep going at it. Not gonna lie, when I first started this, I only had like 6 or 7 views at best and 0 comments. Now all of a sudden, I keep getting a lot of comments from you guys saying that, very surprised you've gotten this far and to keep up the good work. That has inspired me so much that I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling like doing a lot more content faster. So I think when we get close to the end, instead of doing 2 videos per episode, per week, we do 3 per week. First one will come out, I think, on Friday typically, unless something else happens, in which point it might come out on Monday instead. And then the last other episodes will be on Saturday and Sunday each respectively to give you something to look forward to the weekend. While my normal playthrough will still be going on once per day, there will be a new episode of that. So yeah, feeling like all the support you guys given me, all I want to say is thank you. That has given me the inspiration to pull through this. So I think just for that, if this ends up being fast enough, we'll do 2 characters per. We may have to split it into 2 days of recording, but I think we can make it work. Just depends on how we do it. But yeah, I think if we're fast enough, doing 1 episode per character could work. And yes, I'm not just skipping the animations because I want to. I'm skipping them because I kind of need to make this a reasonable time. That's why I'm only showing them off 1 time. So this character might be especially longer because of that. But that's only because Link has so many weapons. Oh boy, so it looks like we are going to have a on battle. In case, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to save that battle for later. Okay, no, I'm kidding. We're going to keep going. Maybe to save more animation time, we'll do just each of the battles 1 at a time so we have less to go towards. Alright, what am I waiting for? Let's just go in. I was literally just doing nothing there. I think I'm just like stunned at how long this is gonna take. This seems identical to what Ganon and Cucco had to go through, but replace this giant boss battle with something else. And I guess throws giant boss battle into the defeat 1,000 enemies requirement and makes the requirement a lot easier. Otherwise, though, we do need to be very careful. Okay, this is the one I think I want to start using Focus Magic on, but maybe not right away. I think mainly for the weak characters. I should be using Focus Spirit early to get and just make sure I save Focus Magic plus Fairy Magic towards the end to guarantee that we have enough troops to get to the end. That alone should hopefully carry us to our goal. Other than that, yeah, this is gonna be a lot trickier even with the Master Sword because we cannot full power for long since we do not get the ability to heal in this mode. If anything, getting the hearts early at this point would probably be better. We're gonna have to mostly do normal strategies now, either by to do an attack so we can quickly defeat them, or do something else. I will admit, I do like that they're being a lot more fair to us, considering we do not have much chances to attack stuff on them. They don't make us fight every single giant boss right away. They only make you do it after a certain amount of time. They also largely reduce the number of enemies you fight. I think they just straight up knew how overpowered Ganon and Cucco could potentially be, so they made sure to add in more enemies to make it easier, but they're like, not every warrior does this better. Let's make it so that they're a little bit easier. That way we can get this done. Alright. Okay, I think probably the best time to use it is just before the end of each wave, and basically we'll do it only a couple of times. Once to get troops near the main area we need to go, and once near the boss to weaken it so we can actually defeat it quickly. So that's, I think, what we're gonna try and do here. Because that on its own will get a lot of boons. Do that enough times and then maybe save one for later waves and also the final battle, we should be fine. Yeah. You can see how much faster these guys are when we use magic, so that's why it's so important to use fairy magic. Now for this one, we can just skip using fairy magic for a bit and just wait for all of the troops to appear at the same time. Stuff I did not see that coming from a one shot. Whoops. Okay, let's quickly go over to our allies. Draw parts for us. Oh, we did get enough. Cool, alright. Let's try to play a lot more safer and stay a bit further back this time, maybe. Although, I say that as I've gotten hit by the weaker enemies quite a bit. They may not attack at all, but sometimes they'll attack instantly. There's no way of knowing. Just using this is the only really good way to guarantee that kill. So if anything, getting the hearts early as Link is better than the other characters. You want to wait until they're almost dead instead to pick them up. Because you only die, get down to a pyro heart, and then get hit a second time. Honestly, kind of like it. You know what? From now on, I'm going to call it the Kingdom Hearts effect, because it's basically like having second chance in hearts, let's be honest. It basically works the exact same. You get down to a quarter of a heart in that game, or whatever, or 1 HP, then only then can you actually truly die. Until then, you won't actually die. Of course, that's only if you have the ability. If you don't have it, you can be one-shot in that game. It is pretty tricky when it happens. And the original game was pretty infamous initially for having that happen a lot if you were under-leveled, or just happen really quickly. Of course, this game is a lot easier because you don't have to farm second chance. The game just allows you to take a second hit no matter what. So you cannot actually ever be one shot. So that makes it a lot easier to play through. The only problem is, obviously, the lower level you are, the more damage you take. And once that starts to be attacked, there are a couple attacks that can combo you and still take you out pretty quickly. So I guess that's the one hard part about this game. Oh, almost just kind of getting in the way right there. As you can see, Link probably has the most straightforward combo of all. Basically do the third attack, then immediately press your chill after its connect. Final hit connects, then you'll almost always get out of the way you want. And then from there, you pretty much just attack your enemies. And then you do the same thing to the captains too, except you just do one attack instead of two, and that typically takes them out. Anyway, there we go. That's done. I'm not gonna lie, I think that couple of characters might be a bit more interesting since we will actually be full swapping weapons between each battle. So depending on what happens, we might have a weaker weapon for battles instead of our strong weapon. Who knows? Oh wait, yeah, that's right. This guy. So this is basically how they troll us then, basically. They basically gave the boss super armor, so it's pretty much just immune to item attacks. But in exchange, it seems like it doesn't have as much defense anymore. Well, now that I know that, it seems Dark Manhandla could be very trolly. Oh, okay, I didn't get the bad attack, so that was actually not that bad. I only say that because everybody knows how awkward Manhandla can be most of the time you play this game. It'll just be the trolliest boss in the game. Once again, we get the new theme for getting to the end of this. Alright. There's still more troops here. Oh, what? It's not even getting on the bus properly at all. That's weird. I've never had that happen before. Okay, well, now this is actually getting more intimidating, because look how many they have to fight now all of a sudden. At least most of the bosses can be weakened down, except for the dark enemies, of course. Alright. And just to prove my point, I have a full set of extreme crosses. Let's see what this actually does to them. Yeah, see, all that happens is they just get slightly phased and nothing else happens. But in exchange, you can fully hit them with attacks. So basically, the dark enemies are much harder now than they are for private parts. Previously, dark enemies, you simply could just defeat like the other enemies and even knock down like other enemies, but not anymore. You actually have to pay attention to them and attack with certain attacks to get through them. Yeah, much tougher than normal enemies. Because these are different special battles, we may even need to get more hills than normal, who knows. Okay, well so far we're getting A rank, so I think our strat of using Magic Fountain is working. And thankfully we don't have to do much in most of the tier battles, so they're pretty easy. It's the survival battles I'm mainly worried about. Alright. This one, I'm gonna probably just use Extreme Crush to try and get through really quickly. So yeah, depending on what happens, we might get to Eriters, but we'll have to do a lot of work to make it happen, if possible. Okay, I might have to wait a bit, because there's like multiple enemies here, right? So let's wait, see if Goma comes my way. Because if we want to defeat these later battles faster, we're going to try to knock down as many as we can at the same time, but focus on one at a time for now. So we'll take out this first Divedark first, and then move to the last one we just knocked it down. See what we can do to it. It'll probably get up, but that's fine. We don't even have any magic for this thing to steal, so we'll just go on it, why not? That was the wrong weapon. Haven't had that happen in a long time. Oh. Somehow that counted as hitting it when it was on fire. Okay, we got health back, thank goodness. When did these Manandla stocks come in? They can sign in here. Whoa, okay. They just appeared. We just took out 2 of them, so why are they still attacking us? That's not what I wanted to see happen. I still have an Extreme Crush for someone. I think I still need to defeat more, though. There's not a good way to waste L's, that's for sure. Let's just Magic Fountain up now, though, and see how much we've gotten. 400 with the first attack. Okay, that's really good. What about this one? We'll use it from here instead now. Another 300, nice. Okay, I think we might actually have it. It goes down here and then... Or we might actually be able to do it right away. Yeah, only about 1,500, unfortunately. So we still have a little bit more work to go then before we can get this battle done. Ah, I didn't do the double check. I somehow barely missed that first star drop. That's bad because you can still use a lot of against us. Alright, well, we're knocking him down then. And doing the classic combo here to take him out quickly. That should be enough. If we spawn in a bit more troops. Okay, that was pretty easy. Just do that and finish it off now. So, we're done. Yeah, I think that I will agree. These challenges are pushing us to the limits. I'll say that much. You know what I mean? Okay. Far nothing much is happening so far, but... Just you wait till we get to the even tougher battles. There might actually be a... Who knows? Not me. Alright, Brave Val. This one might be taxing. I'm not sure how much higher the timer can go. I'm thinking 12 or 15 minutes are to be lost here. Oh, that was exactly right. Yep, 15 minutes. 15 minutes to blow here. So now I'm really deciding whether or not to do content and video or not. Oh wow, that attacked immediately. I thought he wouldn't. Well, now that we're starting to see a lot more enemies together, this is gonna get really tricky to do all at once. So I should probably be using Extreme Crush to knock down a couple of them. Bosses. Can hopefully try and take out 2 similarly. Because if we could do that, we have a better shot at winning this. That's awkward. I had to go in and out of his radius to actually take him out. More Manandula stocks, as if we didn't need that enough in our world, clearly. This guy can be kind of art. So we'll, I guess, knock him down. Although I think that attack is best to use for Manhandle. Oh, I'm mostly just doing this so the troops respawn faster. If I can get Asa somewhat faster, it won't be nearly as hard to get through it. Okay, now there's 5 Gomas, okay. You can tell the game's just gone crazy when it decides to spawn 5 of my least favorite enemies. Yes, I hate Goma more than I hate Manhandla. She said I had to tape out. She gets out super fast, especially in boss mode, and especially in boss mode are almost unplayable, so it could be quite tough to defeat her with a good Before we can even worry about that, we need to also get rid of the stocks as well. Oh, and quickly, let's attack a bit for Mega Special. There we go, now let's take out the Manhandle stock so we don't get seed attacked repeatedly. There we go, finally done with that. Funnily enough, I think probably the best way of taking this out is just hit them one at a time. At least they give us more time to make up for... okay, more enemies. This time a Wandering Spirit was there. I got a stunned midair. Yeah, the P-Jets are really cheap. They seem to know the right exact times to stun you. Come on, what are you doing? Just standing there. You can hit me. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's the attack we want to see more of. Okay, so I don't think Brian Crushing Goma is very effective because he used to get up all of melee. That's actually the main reason I hate them, actually. We can't quite cheese them quite as easily because a lot of Goma's attacks block Extreme Crush, actually, so you actually have to mostly normally, and that's why I don't like it a lot. Just the most tedious boss to do quickly, and she has attacks of her own neck. Strange as Manhandle is. I'm not trying to say that to be weird though. I get people hate Manhandle. It's just, once you know how to block, he's not that bad. It's just her first attack that does a lot of damage quickly. That is the only annoying part of the whole. Okay, we'll get rid of that most then. Oh, reinforcements appear apparently. The Wandering Spirit isn't defeated right away, huh? Okay. We'll take a bit of a break then, because we're actually taking a good amount of damage. We cannot take too much damage, remember. That's still a thing that we have to do. Now see, imagine if we were not on 255. How much more damage we would take. It would be almost impossible to do this thing then. So I think we're pretty much have to go over here to get it done. You know what, we'll use magic just to weaken them, so it's easier now. There we go. That does not look like a Poe's spirit, by the way. Makes a lot more sense if it was a Poe, not an Invisibles. Whatever. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now we can actually go for and take out the Gonas that we're trying to defeat before. Alright. Oh, speaking of Manhandla, just decided to came on now. Because there's so many bosses, there's only so much we could do with Extreme Crush. Well, that one's just splashing repeatedly, what the heck? What the heck is going on there? So funny. So weird at the same time. Okay, take out this Manhandla and we'll have a better chance of taking out the other one. That's a lot of particle effects game. That could lead to something weird, you know. Or take that enemies out. Was it the Manhandlas that caused that? Or just something else happened? See, that's what you're supposed to do when you see that attack appear. I only got one there. I did not want to get just one, but whatever. Okay, well, we should be able to get two no problem, since they seem to be grouping up pretty well. Now I just need to get the right position. That looks so intimidating to watch, by the way, I will admit. Looked like I was getting hit by multiple sides, but no, I'm fine. I know what I'm doing. I know how to defeat Manhandla quite a bit now. This one's probably gonna get out. Hey, actually, that properly this time. So level 1 and 2 could probably be defeated by lower level promoters. I think it seems really challenging even for max spell promoters. So it seems like maxing your characters does make a lot more sense than I initially thought. Because it certainly makes these challenge battles a lot easier. They are still challenge battles. That took a long time just to get back up to full health. Yeesh, I lost a lot of health. I wonder why this is hard. The enemies do a lot more damage than I was anticipating, even at 255. Doesn't help that we don't have max defense active, because I don't think these battles have any recommended elements, so I don't think we have any defense as a result. Alright. Well, there's not much to do now, except just attack enemies for the rest of the battle. I honestly have no idea how much we have to defeat. 800 or 2,000, we have no idea. It could be just as easy, just don't know about it. It's not really a good way to know, though. I can't wait to be done with this video, by the way. So far, it's been a lot longer than I was anticipating. It's at Brave Battle level 3, then I will certainly end it off early. There we go. Just so you know, I do not intend to cut out everything, so I will try to make it as interesting as possible. Because there's not really a good, better way of doing that otherwise. Feel free to skip a video, though, to the points where it ends. I honestly wouldn't mind it at all. If all you want to see is the ending, then yeah, you can do that too. There we go. Be the powerful one. Alright. You know, let's just start grabbing magic and using it slowly but surely to defeat the enemies as they appear. Like, right now. Because again, I can never be too safe. Once I have better knowledge of what to do, I will have to probably go as ham. I imagine, just from the looks of what I've been seeing so far, if Zera is not leveled up to 255, then either Brave Battle level 1 or Brave Battle level 2 will probably be my best opportunity to magic grind them. If that still doesn't work, then we'll have to use survival battles, just like we did before, but luckily I wanted to purposely avoid doing that so we can just focus on the enemies as fast as possible, because I figured that'd be a lot easier. Alright, 3,500 enemies defeated. That's when you know stuff is starting to happen. I honestly don't mind doing these longer videos as fun as they have to, as there's like time in between them. And just so you know, yes, we have to do the same ranking with all A ranking with all characters. By the way, I was not saying that as a bug. If you're playing this in the Japanese version, instead of A rank, it's S rank. In fact, a lot of other games, when they say going for best ranks, they usually think X rank is the best anyway, most of the time. It's different in this version though, so that's what throws me off a bit. But yeah, A rank, S rank, the same thing. That's the only difference you would see in the Japanese version is instead of getting A ranks, you have to get S rank, but the C rank is removed entirely. The lowest rank you get there is instead B rank. Hills. It's probably way more than we need, but it's nice to make sure. Not gonna lie, I'm not starting to write the Brave Battle stuff. Maybe in the interest of time when it gets to the end segment, I can start doing a pause skip where I basically just skip until up to just after I've cleared all the bosses, if there's still a lot of time to maybe save a little bit of time off the video. It's not going to change the recording time, it's just going to make my speed faster and avoid repetitive gameplay, of course, because survival battle level, well, and that, we'll have to still show those battles in the fullest. This is mainly just for rush battle, because I didn't expect there to be this much waiting around, just missions. Honestly, they should just add an objective where if you defeat enough troops, you could just actually, like, push them back and make the mission end early. That'd be cool. But at the same time, it'd also stop grinding. Alright, so, survival level 3. This is the last either the last mission or the second to last mission. I have no idea. It will still probably be the longest of the survival battle missions now, and we saw how awkward these can get. Since this is level 3, we'll probably start with giant bosses right off the bat. Never mind. There is none yet. Alright. I just worry here, of course, is not getting the A rank, because then we won't even get to it's done yet or not. But we know how to do these now. Oh, that range is massive. That is not as much damage as I was expecting to, so yeah. But I said, the game actually does expect you to beat 255 from these missions. If not, it will be a much harder battle than you need to be. So this was literally designed with max characters in mind. It's possible the battle requirement was easier in the original game, but then in this one, due to the fact that you're supposed to be doing these last typically. So yeah. Keep in mind, I was only doing the rush battle before the game, and I was still kind of surprised by how challenging it was originally. I was just doing running battle and fair and woods randomly to see how low of a level I could do that, and myself struggling even at like level 30 or something. I think I was at 100 before and was struggling too. Like, I think I completed a main any percent of this game to see what would happen. Took my Master Sword, decided to go into running battle and fair and woods, and only barely achieved their rank. I think I was like 50 or 60 or something. That was surprisingly hard. Battles are even harder than I honestly don't know what's gonna happen. Alright. Well, so far we're doing pretty well. Oh, it's a magic chip again. Oh, it's slightly healed. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's use Magic Fountain one time and start just going ham on these guys. It's a lot more spread out than I would like it to be, unfortunately, so we might have to use a few to get everyone defeated. Alright. That was a little delayed for that, but whatever. Okay, so something tells me I want to probably use Extreme Crush towards the early parts and then just do normal dodge setups, or even better, probably save my special attacks for when I have to face the dark bosses and also try to defeat them last and defeat other opponents surrounding them first if possible. Alright, there we go. Done with the first battle. Well, so far they're keeping a lot more balanced route than I was expecting them to do. They still are only making us fight normal captains, which is a lot easier than fighting those giant bosses a lot more frequently. By his thing, Cucco is already Cucco and also was already facing giant bosses, at least 1 or 2 of them per round. Our main users don't have to face it until much later, so that makes it a lot easier to do. Alright, here we go. Doesn't help it, I get a text box sometimes in between these battles, making it take longer for the next to appear. Ideally, we want them to appear immediately. I didn't even see what happened. Probably a week or 2, I imagine. It's level 3, so we should be very, if they do here in terms of magic. Maybe after this, we can use magic and see what happens. I think if I just make sure to use that enough times, I should be fine with the count. Of course, once I figure out what it is, I won't have to do that as much, and probably just say magic at the start, and then just focus on literally killing all the stashes as fast as possible to make it go as quickly as I can. Oh, we have 2 dark opponents from what the looks of it. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough. Okay, wait, no, those that was a lie. There was just regular dark enemies in one of those slots. So there's Dark Lizard. Oh no, wait, no, I was right. There's a Dark Dodongo in there, huh? Alright. At first I thought actually it was just straight up normal dark enemies, which could be defeated just like else. But no, we have a Dark Dodongo to defeat. So we'll want to use our special attacks against him, ideally. And also defeat him later once we've defeated the other moves. We already got our magic back up. Do we use another one? Do we wait? I'm not sure. I say we use it now, actually. Because these battles are longer, we do need to figure out when the best time to use this is. Alright, we got the Recon Soldier defeated right away. This is a really hard battlefield to get around. Not sure why they made us fight, but it's pretty tough. Okay, well he's defeated, so it doesn't really matter. I think probably the easiest way to get that pattern right is to just wait for them to do their same normal easy attack to damage first. So I guess in a way, since we have to take out the dark bosses, it's almost as if they are gaining super armor like the King Dodongo had from that one Jin map mission, basically. That's basically what it is. I figured there'd be at least a third assassin side here. Okay, just like I did before, I'm gonna actually take the hearts sooner so we can start doing this again. That's the easiest way to take out eyes is Link. This is the only way to really speed up these missions. Okay, now he's regular Mats this time. This is not on the right battle area at all. Very weird. We're fast enough. It might be almost just 2 hours fight. Though I don't know. Who knows? not me. Alright. There we go. That works pretty well. I did not accept that at all. You can try doing this strat, I guess. By strat, I mean using the third attack over and over again until the end. Okay, got rid of him. Okay, we both basically fell it down at the same time. That was hilarious. Oh boy, now we have even more dark enemies. Need to get my groundier first. And looks like there's rally captains. These guys are really dangerous. There's a summoner trying to also call in another boss, so we're definitely taking them out first. We'll play this Dark Sand for now for that matter and just head straight over here. Take him out right away. Can't have him summoning guys, so let's defeat him right away. Then we'll take out the Dark Gazant. Just one of them. But I'll also divide. Okay, that kind of worked to take them out somewhat quickly. One of them also healed though. Again. Some of them do heal, apparently. Interesting. Main one heals. Okay, wait. I don't know what I'm doing. I should just attack him. I was right, there are two giant bosses. Ugh. Well, this just got more annoying very quickly. I don't know why they even put this ahead then. Dark enemies are kind of tedious to defeat. I really wish there was a way to just smash them anyway, like get a weak point smash on them somehow. But no, you have to just slowly chip away at their HP. Thank goodness they dropped their defense, because otherwise we'd be dealing even lesser damage to them. They both look really creepy, too. Dark Goma you'll see is probably gonna be the worst of them all. Orcus Spiriting and Mara might be the best way to take them out, honestly. Goma's very faster than them, so maybe we'll save our magic for when we're about to get it hooked. That's not a strong attack. We can keep in. Yeah, that works. Third Assassin Scott. Is it gonna be one more because of the higher level, or is there gonna... This is gonna be the last one. Oh, it is the last one. Oh, and Classic, it looks like it might be over, actually, after all, as it ends with its favorites, Dark Ganon. This is the only one who was invulnerable to attacks before. Okay, so I assume he has probably the same Mipper armor as every other person we've made, so we'll first have to find a way to whip him from that line. Well, in that case, smashing him will do no good. Probably the better way of dealing with them, actually, now that I think of it, is use this magic one time, just one time. That will weaken their defense, so they will take less hits to defeat, and then we just need to use that to the single enemy, and in the meanwhile, we can also cover stuff. I just realized Dark Prison we might be able to choose. Thing that might be different is, yeah, his tools are a little bit more tanky, but otherwise it feels like we take him out the same way we did before. Because we cannot have them sit all the time, that means we have to with any different strats here. Alright. Yeah, see, they're completely attacks. I knew it. So we pretty much just have to burst them down and hope for the best. Even taking damage in the process, if it's... Yeah. Probably the best way to avoid their attacks is to probably just special once in a while. There we go. So it's actually simple as just attacking them. Just tedious, you cannot smash them, but in exchange they do not. They take a lot more damage than the normal giant bosses do when they don't knocked down. In exchange for you cannot knock them down at all. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens. This is the one I was worried about. Okay, we got it easily. Okay, I'm not too worried anymore. Let's just get rid of everything except the supercharged sails. And let's get rid of that too, since it's not a 4+ weapon. There we go. Oh great, there is another one. Oh frick. Oh frick. This just got way more intense than I thought. Well, we've come too long to stop now. Yeah, okay. Well, now well, this is definitely giving me an idea what to do now. Oh boy, looks like... If I don't get the A rank, I'm not too worried, honestly. Because I'll end the video no matter what, but I do want to try at least get it. Oh, this is fitting. This is where the last battle should have taken us in Ganon's mode, but I guess it made more sense that you went to daytime Hyrule. After all, you are supposed to be trying to really tap. That's supposed to be Ganon's job, right? So it makes sense to do it during Ganon's tower, but here, it's a lot more sense. Oh, now this guy is super arm all of a sudden as well. So now a lot of enemies just suddenly have super armor. They cannot be knocked back by attacks like other enemies can. Okay, I think ideally we do want to use magic on them then. Wait, that one I can knock him back, but not this one, which is weird. I knew they were gonna do that, so I did that immediately. Alright, here we go. This should give us a large amount of troops here. I'm gonna do something different. I wanna see how fast we could take out the troops, despite them having the magic stash troops. Let's see what happens. I want to see it, actually. I just defeated Goman now. Okay, well that was fast. Okay. Okay, now it finally told us we are defeated them. Okay, cool. Way to delay that game. Okay, I'm not sure if this magic setup is good or not, so we're using hand magic here right away. So yeah, basically the gist of these missions is trial battle missions. Much easier and definitely very easy once you have Bombos, as it weakens the defense to make enemies a lot easier. Without Bombos, it's much tougher. So yeah, if you were wondering why leveling up the fairy is so important, it actually kind of feels needed for this battle, as even without it, it's still, the enemies still take quite a while to defeat, regardless. They were going to attack there, so I specialed right there to knock them back. I think as long as we defeat the majority of the most of the time, we should be fine for A rank, honestly. Especially if we use a magic fountain at least once per battle. Per wave, rather. A chip count will be very high, but honestly, I don't mind it. I want a high score, so why not? Just go super ham on them. Okay, now we use magic again here. This is also probably going to be where our dark opponent comes in. Ideally, if we can keep our Sura towards the end, we might be able to just use our magic attack. You know, this giant sword thing. Instead of summoning the normally, and that could let us get stuff done. Alright, okay, I do not want you to do that. No, not at all. Okay, I was close. The Ungle has quite a big range with that effect active, so... Good thing we didn't get hit by that. Alright. There's the rally captain. Definitely gotta defeat him first, if possible. Okay, cool. Ninja came right to me, and it's pretty... There we go. We can defeat him just like we did normally. Okay, so far using fairy magic at the right time has been helping out a lot. So again, fairies kind of make these battles go by a lot easier. It can actually be quite tough. So I can only imagine what this would have been like in the original Wii U game. No fairy magic. It's probably a nightmare for some characters. I imagine Agatha's challenges would be by far the hardest with that setup, even at 55 with her best weapon setup. Of course, assuming you've purchased the boss DLC for the Wii U version that gets you this setup, I assume that's you've also gotten the other say too. Okay, so this is the trick I was mentioning. I think if I have enough attack power, we could probably just defeat the Neville a little bit more easier in his dark form by just this attack setup, and then when he's about to attack, we just need to dodge at the right time, and yeah. Yeah, okay, that definitely was a lot faster with full HP. Some characters will also be stronger against them overall. Actually, I think Link is the only person who can use this particular weapon setup. Thankfully, the other characters will have both hasty attacks and hard power, which should be very amplified because they will all have the max hearts now, so they'll be basically as strong as they can be. So if you're wondering why I spent time grinding hard power, it's mainly needed for these missions. If you do not have them for these missions, they'll be really tough. And the first wave's couple of waves pretty easy for the most part. That might need to suddenly lose your magic and have to panic. I know what I'm worried about. I have a Art Troop, I think, just close by. I assume. I cannot find it, though, from the looks of it. Other than that, no, if anybody's wondering, this is not a bug for HP setup. HP does not spawn normally from Hest. It can only spawn from enemy hard traps and also mainly your allied force troops. So you are very limited in health in this battle, so you have to dodge a lot more than you usually have to. As a result, every damage feels a bit interesting, and Master Sword as a result kind of feels a bit nerfed simply because you cannot get health back for it as easily, so you have to play very careful if you want to actually to its full power. Oh, here's a mess, finally. Okay, where is the magic supply again? Looks like it's on the other end of the map, probably. Yeah, here he is. Let's defeat him to get supply back. Good. Weakened the captains now. Oh, that barely got me enough health. Whoa. Oh my gosh, that was just in time. I saw Lana's attack right there. I was worried. Yeah, I got kind of panicky there, so I used a special twice to try and make that go faster. Oh, he's not dead. Let's try and... let's just do this. He escaped before I could go. This is why I almost never special the dongle, I mean the Goma. This is why I usually never use Extreme Crush. She's so much more annoying to deal with than any other boss. Believe me, when you guys start to play the 100% run, you'll start to see how much more annoying Goma is than Manhandla, just because of harder it is and how fast she gets up. But yeah, like I said, my least favorite boss by a long shot. Simply just due to how long it takes to take out. Probably actually easier to just do this, honestly. Get the guaranteed knockdown and then we can kill him. Alright, we have to take damage from Lanas, but that's fine. We took out our main target. We have 3 K-Bones now, so we should be fine if we check waiting. Kind of interesting, we ended up defeating the Dark Lanas first. There we go. Wow, they retreated immediately. Jeez, we did that so fast they retreated basically immediately. Okay, we have no magic yet, so we should use this to see them again. I didn't even see it when I come in. Must have been hiding sneaky like every other enemy. And oh, how did I heal up again? I thought it. Maybe I didn't take damage this whole time, or something else seemed to me. I have no idea. Not supposed to really be able to heal much in this, so whatever. I'll take it. We'll get more Master Sword uses out of it. Alright, quickly on to the next now. So I imagine there's also going to be an extra battle out to this, so there might be 4, 5, or 6 waves, who knows. Probably at least 5, maybe 6, probably. That's what I'm expecting. Because they aren't knocked back, we have to move back a little bit. Oh my gosh, he's trying so hard to get me with the snipe attack. Attack me from across the map there. Nothing's happening of it yet. We're actually keeping our Master Sword around a lot longer, and I'm glad I've been able to keep it this long. It's be out of time for this. Okay, regular R-Dog. Let's defeat you right away in this first setup first. See him mobbling right nearby. I'll let it turn around so we can see his actions, hopefully. That's not what I wanted to do. Good. Got rid of Vardrak right away before the other boss could make it over. That's an Iron Dark Dodonal, so it's be defeated the same way as we did before then. Let's use one magic though first to get some extra troop kills in here. Alright, see, that's what I meant by Dodonal as a massive AoE. Like I said, you can hit it from pretty far away. That's why I had to go so far away from him before. I think we've done more than enough now. We can probably just start charging in and going. The main reason I wanted this was to take out the weaker troops a lot easier. Right. There we go. Another Dark Dodongo defeated. Or we've just defeated those pretty much exclusively. Okay, there's a 5th squad. That means there's one other squad after this, and then we'll be done. I think probably what would make the most sense is 5k hills in this kind of a map. Alright, there we go. Probably should be more worried about how long it takes than how outside the thing, but who knows. Okay, who even attacked me there? That was probably a glitch. So one of these somehow hit me. We're taking that out from the back. Oh, Dark Manandla. Okay, that Dark Manandla is probably gonna be the toughest dark boss, just due she can do it really quickly. So that's gonna probably be the bosses to take out. These Arjok you can kind of miss by just running around the side for a bit. He is trying to special on us right now. I'd see if I was taking damage, so I decided to just use this case. Okay, Mao is slow enough that I probably will have to fight him and enemy to. Okay, I'm getting really good time with these special attacks. I'm avoiding a lot than I usually avoid here. Finally got rid of that moblin that was attacking me. Well, since I don't like Manhandle a lot in this form, we're probably just gonna attempt to choose it like we did before, except, okay, that was bad tactile, unfortunately. See what I mean? When her attacks get super armored, that's when she's really tough. But of course you can still special around some of them. Alright. Say we get the last HP regardless of where it drops, since we don't seem to be getting much of anything else. For the other characters, I'll normally wait until they're almost dead for that to happen. Okay, well, we're on the last battle. Just realized we already have, so we should be fine to just do this. Okay, well, it's not hard because of us to take out without the special attack. We better try to use different sets. That was not a glove setup, by the way. I actually kind of panicked a bit, but I also kind of wanted to do that. Because remember, we're trying to not get hit for this attack. Or else we get, lose our Master Sword power. I think overall the prisons will probably be tougher to defeat than anyone else, so if we defeat them first, we should have a chance. Other than that, yes, I activated Focus Sphere mostly for the invincibility and to speed up my attacks so we can take out enemies a little bit faster. Yeah. Interesting. So you have to move in when the president does that attack unless you get hit. Otherwise you get hit. But if you do it right, you will not get hit by him at all. Okay, and this next magic is where I'm going to use my thing again, I guess. Let's do that. Okay, well, since I didn't get the 16 we better use it one more time to make sure we're at that requirement. Okay, good. Alright. We should be guaranteed, hopefully, to have an A rank. I doubt they would do another mission for this battle. In fact, 5k kills would make more sense. So, now that we've guaranteedly got the A rank, let's just attack again really quickly. And, you know what? Yeah, let's finish them with our good attack. There we go. So, I think we just lost almost a couple of months off right there, but we finally did it. I'm kidding, by the way. It's a joke. That was a joke. It's more like 2 hours and 30 minutes of my life, but still a long time nonetheless. But there we go. We finally got the A ranks on all the maps. Because this is level 4, there will definitely not be another one this time around. So that is our first character done. Now expect to see this a couple more times, but it'll take even longer. We were lucky that Link had so much. So it's probably going to be even harder now as it goes on. So yeah, A rank with Link complete in both battle and boss challenge. So I think maybe for a better watching spree, I should probably just stop early after the first hour, and then for the second part I should just do, I think that'll make it better. But at the very least I wanted to show you guys that first. So again, we change the icon removes, so in order to get the full challenge done, we have to do it with every single character at least once. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we, I guess, do this with Impa. Until then, see you guys later. Bye.